Well, hello everyone. We are Sarra Talib and Caitlin Morgan, big-time foodies and food systems scholars from UVM's Climate Kitchen. In our work, we ask, what if the solutions to some of our biggest problems could be found in the kitchen?
So in this room, with this group of people, we all care about planetary health, and most of us probably care about human health, but we don't always talk about what the links could be between those two. And at the Climate Kitchen, we envision a world where the kitchen is recognized as a vital center for solving food systems problems, and we do that through unconventional experimentation, through imaginative design, and with the belief that we can make positive change. So we work together to bridge the gap between culinary innovation and environmental stewardship through kitchen-based research and education.
Awesome. So our research centers around 5 key tenets of sustainability that are related to the transformation of food. These are evidence-based and straightforward, but also really a challenge to achieve in our food system. And they are plant-forward, pretty straightforward, moving away from traditionally animal protein-centered meals to more biodiverse and nutritionally diverse plants. Taste good. Food is only for planetary health can only be sustainable if people are actually eating it, so taste and preferences are really important. Low waste, and this is involving everything from the sourcing through to the transformation and the eventual managing of waste afterwards, including all the materials that we transform food with. Focusing on whole foods, prioritizing utilizing whole ingredients, using root to fruit and nose to tail style practices. And finally, prioritizing food that was grown locally or regionally when possible in order to shrink those footprints of our supply chains.
So how do we do this work? I'll just give a couple examples. We run a summer research institute where we train interdisciplinary teams in design thinking, and then we let them loose in the kitchen and to cross-pollinate with each other, asking questions around sustainability and food. We also work with partners on discrete projects, for example, with UVM Dining on resourcing and upcycling scraps that otherwise would become food waste, or in creating more sustainable menus for their on-campus catering.
So just an example of some of the research questions that teams who are working with us in the Climate Kitchen are asking currently.
Could the native aronia berry be a locally sourced superfood?
Which varieties of buckwheat grow best in the Northeast, and what is their relative nutritive value? This one's about mung beans. How can we grow the best tasting mung beans in Vermont that are culturally desirable to our new American communities? And finally, how can chefs design waste out of their work? And these are just a few of the research questions we're working on.
So, if you have a question that could be clarified, wink wink for those of you who make food, in the kitchen, please come see us. At our table we will have sustainable snacks that we created in the